Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blackout. Okay, I'm very sorry for that overly dramatic intro there. How's it going, everyone? Blackout here. Today I'm going to be doing a top 5 list. The top 5 most frustrating maps in video games. Keep in mind this list is opinionated, so all of these are chosen by me, my opinion, and if there's a map that you feel that I left out, then please feel free to tell me in the comments below. I've done YouTube in the past, and I'm really excited to get back into it. I've never really had the equipment to do it, and now I do. So I look forward to making a ton of videos in the future. And if you do like the top 5, please let me know down below, because I'm not sure if I'll do any other top 5s after this video. If you like it, then great. If you don't, then I'm not sure if I'll keep going with them or not. So without further ado, let us get in to the top 5. Coming in at our number 5 spot on this list, we have Castaway Bay from Mario Party 6. So one thing that you should know about me is that Mario Party is It is my favorite game series of all time, and it probably will be for the rest of my life. It was my first console game ever, and I hold all of the Mario Parties very dearly to my heart, especially Mario Party 6. But even though it is a great game, Mario Party 6 does have a map that's a little bit annoying at sometimes, and it's called Castaway Bay. It is a lot of fun, and I love it, but it has some frustrating elements. Unlike any other map, Donkey Kong and Bowser take turns giving out stars, and Donkey Kong gives out stars and Bowser gives out shadow stars, which are basically like you'll lose a star, or you'll lose coins if you don't have any stars. Usually in a map, they'll have locations where it's like you go in and then it's like pay 20 coins to get the star. And I think this is cool because they cycle around. So if you go to Donkey Kong and say, hey, give me a star, then the two will switch places. But there's this one space on the map that if you land on it, it'll basically flip the two Bowser and Donkey Kong, it'll flip their positions. And it's so frustrating because every time, it always seems to happen to me, a computer player will land right on that space, and I'll be really close to getting a star from Donkey Kong. Oh, nope, lol JK, you're going to get a dark star from Bowser, and I can't avoid it. That's the frustrating part. And then I'm going to lose a star, and it's frustrating. But not only that, they have what's called a King Boo on this map, and King Boo is essentially a thief. You just have to pay him a bit of pocket change, and he'll just harass the hell out of anyone you want. That can kind of be nice if you're the guy who's paying, but more often than not, you're getting paid against, and you'll end up losing a lot of coins or a star. So that's why this comes in at the number 5 spot. Taking the number 4 spot, we have Jungle Japes from the Smash Bros. Series. I actually intentionally pick this map every time it's my turn to pick a course, just because of how frustrating it makes other people when I pick this map. Personally, I love it. The aesthetics are great on the map. Even Cranky Kong makes an appearance or two. I just like it. And the music, oh, don't even get me started on it. It's just amazing. But I can see why people find this map really frustrating and kind of annoying. There is no kind of bottomless pit. On most of the maps in Smash Brothers, if you fall down off the edge, then you just go straight down and you die. But on Jungle Japes, there's a chance actually that you can get up on those maps where you can, like, if you're falling off the edge, you can jump up and save yourself. But on Jungle Japes, the reason why people don't like it is because there's kind of a layer of flowing water down at the bottom as opposed to a ledge. And so if you fall down there, you're doomed. You just cannot get back up unless you, by some divine miracle, you manage to do it. For example, in Melee, Smash Bros. Melee, which is the second installment in the franchise, the map itself was so hard just because if you fall in the water, you don't go with the water, you just sink directly and you die. They made it a little bit easier in Brawl, which is the third installment, where as opposed to just sinking straight down sometimes, you'll actually like get in the water and float to the edge and it'll give you a second or two to react. But I main as Ike in Smash Brothers, so for me, his up B is just terrible when it comes to situations like this, so I need to watch my step, and more often than not, I'm kind of screwed if I get into the water. I do love this map, but I can see why people find it frustrating, so that's why it's in our number 4 spot. In our number 3 spot, we have Sand Ruins from Sonic Riders for the GameCube. Where do I begin with this one? First of all, Sonic Riders is not an easy game to begin with. The characters are not easy to unlock. It's not easy beating the computer player sometimes, but not only that, there's a map called Sand Ruins. It takes place in kind of like an Egyptian theme, and first of all, the map has many quick turns and utterly necessary rails and jumps that you have to hit just right. In Sonic Riders, it is like vital that you keep your speed up, just because if you don't, there's a bar on the right that will show you how fast you're going, and if you lose all of the kind of the power in that bar, then so like your board just stops working. You have to get off and you have to walk to a place where you can charge it back up, and if that happens, then you're basically screwed, and it's an immediate last place. Like, you just don't have an option. You're gonna finish last. To add to the chaos, there's a section of the map where you go into a pyramid, which is a pretty cool idea, but the only problem is it is so dark in the pyramid. And I played this game when I was younger on a VHS TV, and so for me, I could barely see anything that was going on in the map, and you would make a lot of mistakes, careless mistakes, hit some walls, a few bumps here and there, and it was just so hard. That's why it gets our number 3 spot. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have Origins from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, I love Call of Duty, whether it's Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, the list goes on as to how many COD games I like. And Zombies multiplayer campaign, 4 people in a lobby, a hacked lobby, it doesn't matter. It's always fun for me, and it always will be, and Black Ops 2 is one of my favorite games. And Origins is one of the greatest zombie maps ever created, and that's just a fact, and a lot of people who play this game can definitely agree with me on that. But just because it's a good map doesn't mean it's frustrating. Now, first of all, you're always struggling to get off on a good start on this map. That's just because it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to turn on generators, you have to get perks, you have to do just a lot of things, and it's very meticulous, and there's a big process. And then to make things... Wait, 1 second. Sorry, did you hear that? Oh, great. Guys, it's the Panzer Soldat. Well, so not only did I get a rocky start, but on round freaking 8, a giant robotic zombie tank decides to come after you, and the majority of the time, you have nothing to face him with. Like, you have maybe a pistol or an MP40, and like, unless you get a good gun from the mystery box, or somehow you manage to build a staff in that time, you are screwed. And that's a fact. Not only that, but the staffs in Origins, the elemental staffs, they're great. They're so much fun to use. Except the only problem is they're so time consuming, and upgrading them is even more time consuming. The Templar zombies too are also incredibly annoying. You know, they destroy the generators after you spend countless time turning them on, trying to get all of them up so you can pack a punch, so you can get perks. They're just kind of annoying, and every time they decide to attack a generator, I'm always occupied doing other things. Like, I'm being chased by 2 robot zombies, and it's just like, oh, you gotta stop these zombies from destroying your generator, and I'm like, great. And not only that, you get stepped on by the robots so many times that it's happened to me a ton of times. Like, I'm not even a new player, and everybody makes new mistakes on Origins, just because it is not an easy map. People are bound to go down, and that's just a fact.
It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. And you will know when you get there. It's called a road.
I think this one is fairly self-explanatory and kind of obvious. If you've ever played Mario Kart before, you know that Rainbow Road isn't the easiest map to play on. It's a lot of fun, but it is most certainly not the easiest map to play on. And that's why it earns our number 1 spot, just because of how frustrating it can get if A, you're not good at Mario Kart, B, if you're not good at Rainbow Road, or C, if you're trying to do maybe a circuit or an online race, and it's just frustrating the heck out of you. And I don't blame people for raging when we play Rainbow Road, just because of how hard it is, especially in the new Mario Karts, like Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road is just so crazy and really, really hard, and that's why it comes in at number 1. There's no map where I felt like it's just been more frustrating than Rainbow Road, and I feel that a lot of other people will agree with me too. So that is why I got the number 1 spot on my list today. that is my time for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if I'll do another top 5 because I just want to hear if you enjoyed it. If you did, I will continue with them. If you didn't, I probably will stop. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave your like down below if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave your respectful opinions, agreements, and disagreements in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.